Hey guys, Q here for chapter 13 of Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the brutal difficulty. We're going to be using the ghost hair method, the cornering method, and of course the weapon exploit, as well as cover fire method. So if you don't know what those are, go check out my hints, tips, and tricks video. We're starting section 13 here, not a problem. These first enemies are not going to be a problem. Make sure you equip some grenades. I'm turning off super slow-mo from chapter 12. Grenades and the micro, helps as well. But just for these first three enemies, we're just going to use the grenades. You can use the cornering method, but then one guy kind of shows up from the side, and it's really kind of annoying. So that's why I just use the grenades. We're actually going to hop in the water here. And we're gonna climb where the treasure is. If you've done your treasure hunting, there's a treasure right here. And we're gonna climb up and hang, and we're gonna try and now there is a limit to as far right you can throw the grenade when you're hanging up here, but once they know you're there, they'll actually show up. Yeah, there you go. You can do that. Or they should move left, like that guy there. So I'm like, yes, he's in my line of sight. Boom. For the grade, and then same with the other guy, and then a third guy shows up from down there. So we're waiting for the second guy to move left so I can grenade him. There we go. And then third guy's gonna come down from up there. Now, you could potentially use your ghost hair here, but just use your grenades. They're a lot safer. Just wait for him. He will be there eventually. He just likes to take his time. Where is he? Oh, yeah, I guess you actually have to trigger him. But I'm using a blind cover fire method. In that case, hop up, hide behind that wall. Especially if you're using one-hit kills. Those three enemies should not be an issue. We're gonna moving on, and in a second here, we're gonna encounter the Magnum guys, which it's normally two hits to you're dead. With the Magnum guys, I think it's just one.
Would you slow down? One of these goons could be up ahead.
And they hone in on you pretty quickly. Not as bad as like other games like the Evil Within snipers or anything like that. But what you're going to do, there's actually a little area you can run to the side here that we're going to use, and then get your micro out. Because there's one enemy that's going to come real close to you, and you got to take him out quickly. And then the other guys, you can actually hang out behind cover, use your ghost hair, use your M4. Actually, it looks like maybe I did use it. So instead of going all the way up, run to the left here. You can exactly that. You can move to the left and then climb up. You can try throwing grenades from here, but you don't want him to surprise you on the right. So like I said, the first enemy, he's going to go down the stairs there, and that's where you need to get him. Now, this was a little whimsical, but you see how I got it set up, and he just ran like a bastard. So I blind fired him with the micro. It turned out pretty well. And so now you can use cover. We're going to hop up to the next ledge and then use cover. And try and use our blind fire for these, the enemies if they come close. Use your ghost hair if they're not close. There we go. And then we have a sniper or a Magnum guy. Oh, see, I didn't know what was going on with my grenades here. And you're going to see it happen a little later in the chapter, a little later.
No, don't.
Oh, no, crap, run away. There we go. Be careful of those grenades. Obviously that's not a good place to be. But we're still, looks like Elena or someone took out that enemy. So now we just got the one at the top of the stairs with the laser sight. Elena's kind of distracting him for you, but all you need to do, use your ghost hair with your M4. I lined up my ghost hair, and then as soon as I had a chance, popped out, shot him, and we're good to go. This next area can be quite a pain, but if you know where the enemies are coming and using a fully automatic with blind firing, it won't be that difficult. You're going to see me use grenades to take out the first 2 enemies, and then it's the next 2 that can take you by surprise. You're going to see me use grenades on these guys and be like, what the heck is up? I'm going to skip, oh no, I'm trying to skip it, but it won't let me, so I'm like, okay, fine.
Go ahead.
I want the library secure. Don't let them get to Sullivan.
Yes, sir. They've got the old man working on the east side of the complex.
I don't even know why they brought him along. That son of a bitch can't be trusted.
So we got these 2 enemies, real easy. Obviously, you want to take them out from up here. Blind fire works fine. I think I used grenades because it's so much better to pitch a grenade. You know, when he sees you and stuff, pitching a grenade is a lot safer. But I used my ghost hair. I used my ghost hair there, and I think I'm trying to throw a grenade to see if I could kill an enemy before I hop down. But the grenade explodes before he gets triggered. So I'm like, what is going on with my grenades here? So I ended up throwing it to try and reset it, and it worked. So I was able to reset my my grenade from malfunctioning, some weird crap. There's gonna be an enemy comes out behind that left pillar, and then one that comes out of the doorway. So have your fully automatic for your blind firing. Throw the grenade, and you see how throwing the grenade dropped me down? I just threw the grenade too far. If you actually throw the grenade next to the left pillar, you should be okay. And see, I just blind fired that first guy, and then used the right pillar as a cover for my corner firing on the right guy. So blind fire the left guy, get behind the right pillar, and you know, corner. This next area is quite a pain in the ass. As soon as you come in here, you're gonna move right, and the problem is the enemies that actually come at you. There's no cover that can really protect you from the angles that the enemies come from. But you can do your best. So what we're gonna do, you want to be careful of an enemy at the end of this hall here, and then they're gonna come down the left hall after that. But that part is consistent, so you want to take cover against the end of this hall, and when you kill the enemies at the end of this hall, you're going to want to move to the other side. I'm keeping an eye on my 6, like wondering where the enemies went. But they should stay out in the courtyard, or a fair amount of them. They will come in if you don't get them while they're in the courtyard. They will come in through there. But they usually won't come at you from the left side until you take out the right side first. So I'm just kind of blind firing, trying to use grenades, and he just used a grenade on me, so I'm like, crap. And moving back. Now see how he came in there? That's not good. You want to be careful of that, which is why we're undercover where we are. I think another guy's about to do it. Nope, he went back out into the courtyard. Waiting for it, because it's the second wave of guys that comes at you from the left, and you're gonna see that as soon as I take out this third guy. A lot of time, there he is. Oh, I suck at that. There we go. So now we're gonna get enemies coming from the left side as well as more into the courtyard. And there are some up top as well. See, they're coming from the left. Beautiful. And then there's some enemies up top. So if you look out into the courtyard, I usually wait to kill them last because they're kind of hard to get an angle on. Really, I'm looking at it right now, seeing who do I have eyes on. Tell you what, that stairwell over there, the one we're gonna have to go up to. There's 2 enemies there. There's the laser sighting Magnum, or the Desert 5, as well as a regular guy. And so I think I took out the laser sight, the Desert 5 guy just now using my cornering method with the M4. And so now we're going to take out the regular guy, I think, or that might be vice versa. No, yep, see there, we took out the regular guy. So now there's the 2 guys up top on either side, left there, which is where I'm looking, and right there where I'm looking. And I'm just kind of like, where are you guys? They're the last guys you should be taking out if you're using my strategy, maybe one of the first guys if you're using something a little more bold, because they do have a high ground on you. But so I'm trying to, I'm undercover here, and I'm like, get out from cover. Trying to use my cornering method. They're kind of hard to see. That's technically the left guy. He can walk all the way kind of toward the center, like you saw.
Okay.
And then the right guy is going to be right there. And I think I was having trouble seeing him. I see him now, but at the time I was having trouble seeing him. And I'm like, okay, there he is. Oh, he's behind the tree. God damn it. Maybe if I just unload. And you'll pretty much know you're done when Elena stands up and, like, is just kind of chill. Like, if you're having to kind of fire like that, you'll know that he died. See, Elena just stood up and she's just chill. So, we're going to go down up the stairs where the Magnum, the Desert 5 guy, and the regular guy were. There's going to be a shotgun, guys. So, pull out your micro and get behind cover right here. We're going to blind fire this guy.
Okay.
Who comes up the stairs here. You gotta get him before he gets to the top of the stairs, otherwise he might be able to hit you with that shotgun. And that's it for this chapter? No, there's a... Sorry, that's it for this section. The next part, I got a good strategy for you. Stick around. After we blow up the barrels. And I think... I might have left a death in there. I might not have. I think I did. I did leave a death in there, just to show you what can happen. Because there's only, from where I'm going to tell you to go, there's only one area of exposure. But so go ahead and do this, normal stuff. Come down here, shoot up the barrels, and have Elena drop the freaking gate on you. Like, really, you can't lower it on me? There we go. So no, I didn't leave the death in. Yeah, I think I cut it out because there's no need to. Get your M4. You may want to use the grenade launcher actually, but some of the enemies are far for the micro. So use the M4 for now, and then you can switch to the M79 if that's what you want to use for the Magnum snipers. So go ahead and jump out here to give yourself a little thing and start running. We're going to run to the left. Sorry, rolling. Oh, jeez. No. Didn't want to go under. We're going to go up here and get behind this cover. Now, you see where the library is on the right? There is an enemy that can stand on top of the balcony there. Not on the stairs, but on the balcony and hit you. So, as long as you keep an eye on that, all the other enemies shouldn't really be a problem. If someone starts coming up the stairs of the church where you are, you can blind fire them with your micro. Otherwise, we're going to be using grenades and your ghost hair, because as you can see, we're getting a laser sight on us. And there's one there, and then there's also going to be a laser sight on the left. So this is a great place to be. No one can really flank you. He's going to try and come up, so bam. Blind fire them both. Jerk.
Okay.
Eat it, yeah. So it's a really good place to be. Really funnels people kind of towards you. I'm trying to use grenades or my ghost hair so that I'm not out very long because of that laser sight, because of that dragon sniper. No, not dragon sniper. I think that they're using magnums. They're either using magnums or dragon snipers. So I'm checking. I'm like, I know there's more enemies. There's a second wave. They're coming from way down the way. They're coming from a tunnel where treasure is. They're coming from the tunnel you come out of in chapter 20. So I'm keeping it on the right. Boom. Okay. So now we got a couple of those guys. I'm waiting for them to expose themselves. But this wall is thick enough to where hopefully you won't be killed by it. Trying to use grenades to take them out. That one's not working, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna blind fire this bitch. Now, I did take a little bit of damage there, but we're still doing fine. We're not in extreme gray or anything like that. I'm getting real fed up with these M79 guys. But notice I'm using my blind fires and grenades just like I was, just hanging out in this one area. Not a problem. Pitch a grenade if I can. Do 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 do. There we go. And I think we still have an M79 guy hanging around unless Elena actually took him out. But I know we still have the sniper. Now, so she's firing at the sniper right now. So I know that that's really the last guy we have left. Now you can use your M4 or come off cover, but still, you know, keep the pillar in between you and him. You can come off cover. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm getting the M79. For most of these snipers, it's really just an easier way of taking them out, especially if you're not using my ghost hair method. Again, if you don't know what the ghost hair method is, check out my hints, tips, and tricks video. And so I'm going to use my ghost hair method here anyway, but just boom. Just line up my ghost hair and take him out. Again, you want to be careful. There's another enemy over there. There he is. That's the second sniper. And that's I think that's it for this area. You want to be careful when you have the M79 when you're cornering. See, Elena's just chilling out. That's kind of how you know, okay, all the enemies are gone. Now, not to say you won't trigger more, but all the enemies for this current trigger are gone. I think I'm just waiting because I didn't realize, it didn't click. I saw her there, but I didn't click. Oh, I killed all the enemies. So I'm looking around, making sure there's no one left. Not another wave.
That must be the library.
There we go.
Over there.
If you're using the
We're not gonna waltz
M79,
right
be
in the
careful
front
with your
door.
cornering method,
Let's find another way in.
because
Scope
a lot of
things
times, if you don't have it on the enemy, it will hit the wall in front of you instead. Alright, so yep, now we're going back to the M4 assault rifle. You want to make sure you have the micro here, because for the next section, you're going to need to take out an enemy really quick. There's 3 enemies on the balcony you're on when you go into the library here. So you got to make sure that as soon as you gain control, you run left and just blind fire this guy. Blind fire, or hey, maybe you got a shotgun. I don't know. So I just run left, and I see him there, and I'm like, crap, get him. All right, now cover. That is the guy you need to take care of right away. After that, you can take your time. For some reason, I think my grenade is messing up again here, so I decided to throw it. And there we go. Now it's fixed. Pitch your grenade there, and there's a guy diagonal across. But he doesn't tend to shoot you where you currently are, or at least not until you start shooting him. Lena's keeping him pretty distracted. So his grenade will not throw further. Like just he's not. He needs to, practice some baseball. Because it loaded a checkpoint or passed an FMV. I didn't have my M4 anymore, so I had to come off cover to get my M4. There we go. And so now I'm just gonna line up my ghost hair, and boom. There we go. And then we still have that other enemy on the other side. Again, you don't have to worry about Elena dying. She doesn't. Lined up my ghost hair and fired. Now there's enemies down here. You want to be careful about them, because when you're going to try and shoot them, you do not offer yourself very much cover at all. So see, and they got multiple angles on you. Use your ghost hair, preferably grenades. It might take a while for you to get that grenade to land in the correct spot, but it's absolutely worth it, because there's 4 enemies down there. There's 1, 2, which we didn't get. We didn't even get the second guy.
Get your head down.
But yeah, don't expose yourself too much, because they can get you before you know it, especially since 2 of them got magnums, I think. So it's just 1-hit kill on that, So I just try to use these grenades from a distance.
Get down.
There we go. And I saw him go behind that pillar, but I know there's one to the left of me, so I'm like, well, okay, Elena's got that guy distracted, so that's good. So let me focus on this guy really quick. And he moved, and I didn't realize. So I'm like, alright, tell you what, how about this guy needs to shut the fuck up, because I was really concerned about him. But just stay behind your cover and try and use your grenades if you can. I mean, it's a little, you got to be a little patient, but it's the safer way. And you know, this section's just kind of annoying. At least you get spawned right into action. Uncharted is very generous with checkpoints, and I like that. I like that a lot. Because having 2 hard parts in a row, dying on the second hard part, and not having a checkpoint in between, that's the Evil Within Chapter 6 right there. There we go. You'll know you're done when the FMV starts, and I think I even sped up the last bit of this chapter. Yep, there we go. And so that's it for chapter whatever I'm on, chapter 13. I hope I was able to help you out with that courtyard area, both of those courtyard areas in front of the church/library. It was a really hard part first couple times I played it, particularly on crushing, and then I figured out, you know, that pillar on the church steps is a really good place to be. But stick around for chapter 14, and we'll get you through it.